Too often, tutors end up undercharging because they don't know how to handle pricing objections, like you're too expensive. And when you don't know how to handle pricing objections, you end up losing the sale. You lose faith in yourself because you can't close, and you feel like your business is going nowhere. How do you respond to you're too expensive?
Well, it's because we pack all these hours in it. When you're paying for the package, you're getting 10 hours of tutoring, and we give you unlimited free resources, and that's what you're paying for. And on top of that, we also make sure that
when you don't know how to handle the pricing objection, you will lose the sale. I struggled with this until I learned these 3 lines that I'm going to share with you today. And if you don't know me, hi, I'm Lisa. I am a business coach and I have been in business for 16 years now. I built and sold my first business, which was a tutoring business, in 2023. And now I am on a mission to help business owners gain back their time through the right strategies and tools, regain their freedom so they can actually run a business that suits your lifestyle. So if you love this vision, then I would love for you to subscribe to this channel. So here's the thing. When you can't close, you end up selling yourself short. You end up charging way less than your value. And because of that, you end up needing to work with way more clients. That is the perfect recipe for burnout. No good. Let's say you're charging $30 per hour for your tutoring services. I'm using this as an example because I built a tutoring business, but you can use this for any business really. So you're charging $30 per hour, but you actually really want to be charging $70 per hour. This means that there's a $40 difference that you need to close. You need to fill in this value gap. Objection 1, it's too expensive. Your goal is to help your prospect close this gap. If they express hesitation in your pricing, it suggests uncertainty in some aspects of your offer. This is actually an opportunity for you to provide additional information about the value that they'll be getting. And there's 2 ways for you to close this gap. But first, you have to understand the reasoning behind their objection. Your prospect is expressing hesitation. There is a level of uncertainty. Something in your offer is not sitting quite right with them. Otherwise, if your offer was spot on, it'd be like a nail in the coffin type of offer. They'd be screaming to give you their money. But there is a gap here. So here's how you tackle it. First is show them their desired outcome versus where they are now. The goal of this is to separate where they are now versus where they want to be. And to close this gap in their mind, it's really about widening their current state. I understand your child's aspiration to get into medical school. It's tough competition, as you mentioned, and we've only got 3 months until Ben's final exams. We really need to lift up his English scores by 30% so that he's eligible for medical school. I'd really love to help. If we could get there with this personalized roadmap I've offered you, would this be what you're looking for? Second is share relevant testimonials or success stories. Now that you have established the gap, now you want to establish some credibility to show that you can actually walk the talk. In this case, I like to use testimonials, reviews, and previous wins. And look, I totally understand that it's hard to piece this together, but let me quickly share with you Laura. She was in a similar position as you, struggling with writing, etc., etc. And I can see the same for you. I was able to help Laura go to top of a class within 2 months, and I feel that I can do the same for you. How does that sound so far? Next, I need to think about it. This might also come in other forms like, oh, I need to go to my partner to talk about this, or my partner is the money maker and the decision maker. But the TLDR is that this is uncertainty. If they're speaking with you, in 99% of cases, they are the decision maker. They don't need time to think about it, but there's something that's stopping them from pulling the trigger. Your goal is to help them feel like they're making the right decision. By the way, all of the objections that I talk about in this video have been written down, free guide for you. It's called How to Handle Pricing Objections. So go ahead and download that because the next time you have a sales call, you can have all of it written down in front of you, ready to go. So this is how you close the gap. Of course, I can appreciate your need to think about things. My duty as a tutor is to help my students and parents uncover things at a deeper level, including helping you uncover anything that you might be unsure of. Can I ask, what is it that you need to think about? Maybe I can help. This way, you're creating an opportunity for these prospects to actually vocalize to you what's really going on in their mind. line. It's also encouraging them to ask you any further clarifying questions about your services, which is how you can fill in the gap. Now, the next most common objection, is there room for negotiation? Now, never reduce your prices as the first port of call. Prospects will ask you for a discount just because they can. There's no skin off their back, but this doesn't mean that you need to agree. Go back to closing the gap. Communicate with them the missing value so that they understand why you are charging what you are worth. I appreciate you for bringing up the topic of negotiation. It shows that you're seriously considering your investment wisely. My pricing reflects the high quality personalized tutoring service that I do provide. Can I ask, what concerns do you have about the pricing? I'm wondering if there's any flexibility in the pricing. It seems a little bit high compared to the other tutors that I'm looking at. I understand your concern. My pricing is based on proven results. 90% of my students improve by at least one letter grade within 3 months. This personalized approach often leads to faster progress, saving you money in the long run. Now, while I don't reduce my rates, I can offer you some flexibility in our arrangement. So for example, if you'd like to sign up to a 10-hour package, then I can offer you a 10% discount. How does that sound? So what you're creating here is a win-win situation. You get to win because you've actually upsold your client into a higher, more expensive package, which means more money in your bank. And they get to win because by asking that question, they get a little something in return, which means that they feel like they've gotten a better customer experience from you. Now, all of this is easy to say, but you really have to go and apply these sales lines. And it's always going to feel non-salesy for you until you adopt it in your own tone of voice, in the approach that makes most sense to you. So just remember, if you wanted to download these 3 sales lines, objections, how to handle them, I've got it all written down for you so you can easily go and use them in your next sales call. The link is in the description below. Now, if you enjoyed this video and you're sick of discounting your rates, then I recommend you watch my next video, which I'll pop up on the screen, called Discounting Your Rates is Not the Answer. I want you to start charging what you are worth and start actually making a living for your business so that you can really start living the life that you truly want. Like travel every second weekend like I am in Paris right now. So in my next video, I'm going to be talking about how I created a lifestyle business that allows me to travel and also make money at the same time. So if you're not subscribed to this channel already and you want to see that video next, then please go ahead and do so. Can't wait to see you all in the next video. Bye.